Alright, so today we're going to learn how to restring a guitar with a tailpiece. If your strings run directly into the bridge, these instructions are not going to be for you. These are only for an electric guitar with a tailpiece, which is that piece right there. These instructions assume that you're a beginner with some knowledge of the guitar and the way it works, but are not an expert by any means. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have all the right materials. First, you're going to need a guitar, obviously. Mine says this machine kills hipsters on it, which is ironic because I've transformed into a hipster since I got that done. Next, you're going to need strings. I prefer the D'Addario light top, heavy bottom 10s, but it's whatever gauge or brand you prefer. Next, you're going to need a tuner. I generally just use an app on my iPad in non-show and informal situations. And an optional fourth tool is some type of wire cutter. I was going to have one here, but ours went missing, so unfortunately I do not have that. The first thing you're going to want to do is pull off your old string. This is done by down-tuning or loosening the string until you can basically pull it off the neck like this. It's important that you don't take off all the strings at once and only change them one at a time, as pulling off all the strings at once can cause some of the parts to lose shape or position. So you're just going to want to loosen it and then pull it out of its tuning peg like so. Then you're going to simply pull the string out of the tailpiece. Your first few steps are going to be essentially a reverse of what you just did. So the first thing you're going to want to do is thread that new string through its corresponding hole in the tailpiece. Your second step is to lay the string across its corresponding notch on the bridge, which is this part right here. The next step is to lay the string across its corresponding notch in the nut, which is up here on the headstock. Now you're going to want to make sure you don't leave too much slack in the string so it doesn't lose its position down in the bridge. Next, you want to thread the string through its corresponding peg. The next step is to wrap the string 4 to 5 times around the tuning peg. Make sure when you're doing this step to keep it underneath the taut portion of the string. This step is technically optional, but it's highly recommended as it helps the string sort of get a better grip on the tuning peg. The next step is to tune the string up into its proper position. There's tools made for this, but I prefer to do it manually. Now, as long as you tune properly, there should be no risk of this, but if you tune the string too far up, there is a chance that the excess tension could cause the string to snap, and that's a stinging sensation that you want to avoid. However, this will only happen if you tune the string way too far up, so use your tuner and you should be fine. Now that you have all new strings, don't be surprised if they slip out of tune for a while. It can take up to 72 hours for new strings to set and hold tune reliably. Just make sure you keep tuning them regularly until then. And that's it. Congratulations, now you have crisp new strings ready to give your guitar a cleaner, clearer sound.